All right, everybody. Mike Griffith here for Carolina Weather Authority. Happy Thursday. We're approaching the end of the week, and it's almost like we're approaching the end of this weather system right here that's moving across the deep south right now, and well, I mean across the eastern part of the country. So much drier air filtering in behind this front right here, and it looks like there could be some random scattered showers and maybe even some thunderstorms here. If you don't get any of these by later today, then you're probably not. Um, but it's going to be a much nicer day Friday, and it's going to all this stuff in here is going to clear out for Friday and Saturday, and all this colder air here. Well, not colder, but drier air here is going to move behind, um, and give us a nice Friday and Saturday overall. Really, a lot quieter out here in California, much to their pleasure, I guess you could say, even though they're still in a drought. But all the storms that were crashing into the west coast of California here are not really doing so right now. And that could be an indicator to our pattern change that is coming maybe around the 27th or so. That's really what we think is going to be a pretty decent to more normal temperatures here across the East Coast, Southeast, maybe right around normal, maybe a little bit below for western parts of the Carolinas. We'll have to see about that. But anyway, let's get right into the actual forecast here. All right, so position this the right way. This is the GFS model. So here comes our cold front. It's going to be mainly a dry cold front through here and not really bring us too much. Like I said, some people could get some random showers, could be some random thunder boomers. And as I said in the Facebook post earlier, not the baby boomer kind. If it was, then they might not be, these storms might not be too well with technology. Okay, all jokes aside, nicer day on Friday and Saturday. It's high pressure takes control right there. Right there's the high. And looks like there's going to be another round of showers and what could be some storms even embedded with those, some couple of flashes of lightning, especially in the yellow and red here as we are now on Sunday. Looks like a rainmaker. Looks like it might be a little suppressed to the south there. Not too bad though. And then it'll spread rain across much of the Carolinas later on the day on Sunday. If this was a much colder air mass we were in, this would be not quite so bad to deal with. Although the storm track is a little inland from what we would actually want, but it's really not that bad overall here. Let's see if I can get my pointer back. There we go, right there. All right. So that system makes its exit by Monday morning, overnight Sunday, Monday morning, with some more mountain snow showers there in the Carolinas. So probably be some nice pictures coming in off of social media and in our inbox. And by the way, if you do have nice pictures of weather stuff, nature stuff like sunsets, moon rises, all that type of stuff, definitely send it to our Carolina Weather Authority inbox, and we will post those with credit to your name. We had a gentleman that actually did that yesterday, so make sure you go on our page and look at that one from the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's his picture. By the way, let me just take a pause here to say make sure to subscribe to our channel, please. It helps us out a lot. So if you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us grow our channel. Thanks a whole lot for that. And it looks like another rainstorm tries to make it up our way as we head into Tuesday of next week. This is really kind of like not kind of, I mean, it is the pattern here. I mean, these storms just like kind of come up like this from the south and bring rain, like just like a kind of like train tracks right here. The disturbances come out of the southwest and track across the southern U.S. and really just bring us rain here, and that's going to be the overall pattern as we traverse into the 27th or so, at least, is what I want to say here. So there's more rain next week on Tuesday, the 24th. Here's the 25th January. That system exits. There could be some more mountain snow showers. I don't know how well the model's handling this, but there's usually mountain snows whenever it's real windy behind this departing storm system on the 25th or so. But then it looks like it kind of just gets mild again. Well, it gets colder as we head into the 27th, like we were saying. The 27th looks like it could be a little bit colder. Notice how this blue contour right here, which is the 540 line, this is a meteorological scientific indicator right here, which is a cold enough to snow line. That goes down into South Carolina on the 27th. So it's going to get chillier on the 27th. Well, colder, actually, legitimately colder, more like a January type of air mass down here finally. But then that starts to retreat a little bit on the 27th or so, with yet another rainstorm here as we go into the 30th. Now the model gets kind of fuzzy at this point, 270 hours out right there. It's not really going to be 100% all in with accuracy. I mean, but this is the type of pattern you want right here with these southeast storms coming up out of the Gulf for snow. The only question is can we get enough cold air on the backside of these things? And that's a really good question. Definitely looks like it's going to be it's going to get a little bit colder here from the 27th into the end of the month or so, as we can take a look with the let's take a look at the Euro ensemble here as far as the temperature anomalies. Yes, the almighty Euro for all accuracy intents and purposes. Okay. So we want to get the 0Z Euro run right there. All right. So it's going to be warm, not surprisingly, into the weekend. So Friday is looking like a sunny, warm day, just like could absolutely be roasting here across Raleigh, Wilmington, and Eastern Carolina, Goldsboro, Myrtle Beach. It might be it might be a good beach day over here on Friday for late January. This is going to be amazing. You can put on your tennis shoes and your coat and maybe not even a coat, just your jeans and your tennis shoes and a t-shirt and go walking on the sand out here. Probably won't be too crowded since it's late January, but now you know that it's going to be warm here. You can get out and actually enjoy that right there. Really warm. It might go back a little bit to seasonably average on Saturday. Not really too much winter to be found this weekend though. And Sunday is going to be warm and wet and rainy. Maybe a little bit of a Carolina wedge there across the Western Carolinas where the temperature doesn't get above the it might go into like the upper 30s or low 40s for the highs, but it's going to be a cold rain on Sunday and much warmer at the coast. So if you want to escape the Carolina wedge misery, head down to the beach this weekend and stay there Sunday and even into Monday. And that'll get you out of the yuck for the Western Carolinas right there. So it stays warm. Maybe a rainstorm comes through, drops the temperatures back down to slightly below average, like a cold rain there on Tuesday. Warms back up on Wednesday of next week, and then as we go into the 27th, this is again when things kind of turn interesting and we turn colder. So next Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday, looks like it's going to be below average, and this is where we're going to have our pattern change coming in. It's not going to any longer really remain to be that warm. Now the model's having trouble here with the feedback of the southeast ridge. What it likes to do is it likes to have the trough over here in the southwest. So we'll see how accurate this warm stuff is over here. But the 27th or so, I'm going to back this up. I'm going in reverse. There goes the warm on the 26th. It kind of just takes a hike. It just says, see you later. And then here comes the seasonably average to slightly below and even chilly at times through the 27th or so. It's going to feel more like winter around the 27th into the 28th. And then it looks like the model tries to warm us back up with the southeast ridge again on the 29th into the 30th, which is it's very, very possible that this is what happens here. Let's take a look at the GEFS to see if that's also saying the same thing here. It's saying the 27th, it kind of agrees that winter arrives again after the 26th. It's going to feel more like winter on the 27th again. So a pretty good agreement right here. And it's going to kind of might go back up to mild again. But like I said, I don't know how well the models are handling this right now. It could be that this cold right here actually is more expansive because this is ensembles. It might make it to the mountains, and it might keep the Western Carolinas cold while the Eastern Carolinas are like mild. So that could be what happens as after the 28th or 29th or so. But there's a source of cold air up there, and that's a good thing to begin February because you don't want warm like crazy up there because then that cuts off our warm air supply. So that's actually a band name, Air Supply, I think. Aren't they from the 80s or something like that? So here's a lot of the cold. So this is good because the Pacific Jet kind of just like stops, and then all the cold is going to be up there in Canada. But the question is it going to be for us? It looks like it's going to feel like winter pretty much after the 27th, more like it anyway. Maybe a little bit still mild at times, but look at that, even into the third or so. It's looking like all this red just disappeared from the models, so, especially on the East Coast. So that's good. We're looking at the second or so of February right there. That's a good indicator that we're not going to have a big old ridge across the east to end January and to begin February, except for that little southeast part. So we will have to see about that. So stay tuned for the pattern change, everybody. And I want to thank you a lot for watching this episode of Carolina Weather Authority. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed this video and this update, and make sure to like the video also. And please get your friends to come on over and subscribe as well if you can. Everybody, take care. Have a great Thursday. I'll be talking at you tomorrow.